Okay, I wanted to go over the SEC FOIA request viewer. So right now there's about a year and a half worth of request IDs in the database. I'm going to increase that, but for now that's what I was able to upload. Let's see. Let's say you have the request ID. You can look for it here. So I have that specific request ID. I can view it. I can export it to Word or PDF. So then I would have it in my files if I wanted it. Then we can do a requester name. So if I know the requester specifically, this gentleman. So now these are all the requests from Ani Harat Yan. Looks like there's about 24. I can select all and export those. So now I have a file of all the ones that he requested. Okay, then I can deselect all, go back to the filters, and let's say I want to look at a particular organization of requesters. So these are check fund managers requests. I'm just collapsing the filters so we can see a little easier. And again, I can export those if I want to a spreadsheet. Do that as well. So these are all check fund manager requests with the name. Okay, let's go back to. Now we can look at the type of entity. I believe it is the type of the type of category. So these are commercial organizations. So if we check on one, yeah, commercial organization. Again, we can export those if we want. That's kind of a bit, but we'll lay off that one. But anyway, you can. Then the description. So now here's where it gets powerful. So we can look at Apple. So now these are all companies that mention Apple. Could be not specifically Apple itself. Could be like, I don't know what this is. Apple 319.057C. So it could be Apple Inc., but anything with the word Apple in is going to come up. I'll show you a better way to look for entities in a second. So here's Apple. Yeah, Apple there. Okay, and then the status, we can look at perfected, ones that have perfected as a status. And it looks like there's about 1350 of those. Collapsing the filters. Look at a few of these. And again, we can export all those if we wanted to look at them in a spreadsheet. And I know what you're thinking. We're going to get to the analyzing the particular group, but we'll get to that in a second. Final disposition, other reasons, let's say, for example. So these are all the ones with other reasons. In this case, there's 7,379. Now, here's where we go into entity specific. So let's say we want to look at AMC. Remember when they had the Roaring Kitty stuff? AMC. So all the derivatives of that. Now we have all these companies here. Sorry, all these IDs here. So it can export it, obviously. And also, we can analyze it. So let's see what is going on with that. So this is going to analyze any type of trends, give an executive summary of all the different requests for FOIAs for this entity AMC. Takes a little while here. All right, so there are 23 requests from an unknown organization. Maybe these are individual organizations. Comprehensive data science analysis of SEC FOIA requests. So it examines 23 FOIAs for AMC. Yeah, it says top requesters, thematic and entity analysis, GameStop apes. Looks like the meme stock stuff that was going on. I can also export this to PDF or Word. Or PDF. They said PDF, so this is Word. So now I have this at my fingertips if I want to use the data at all. Okay, and then let's look at a couple more. So we had said let's say if we wanted to look at particular requester, so let's say this gentleman. So there's quite a bit here, but we can still analyze to see what type of information this gentleman's looking for. Who works for Dealforma, it looks like. So that didn't take too long for 579 requests. So it looks like all the requests are for Dealforma or Dealforma LLC, and it gets into an executive summary of what they're looking for. And again, I can print this to PDF. So these are the different companies they're looking at. Status of each one. You can get into anomalies. And you can kind of, if you want to just do it by like the requested date or the received date, we can do that as well. So if you only want to look at, let's say 2024, we can do that. So now this limits it to just the ones from him that were in 2024. Now knocks it in half, it looks like. All right, let me know if you have any questions, concerns.